it's going to be a replay of round 3 of the Xbox Pro League race, Megane V6 series that I'm in. Like last format, I think it was on my YouTube channel, I've had to use the replay through Xbox because I haven't got a capture card. I've tried it at round 1 by the Xbox app streaming them through my PC, but it's not that good jumping and everything else, so I'm just going to basically talk through again through round 3. So yeah, let's get this underway. When it loads. So yeah, Megane V6, Hockenheim. Not sure if it's a show qualifying, I don't think it will. I qualified pole, I think it was 3 attempts quicker than second place, so I knew I had the pace going into this. I was leading the championship, 2 wins, so I think I was leading the championship by 8 points, so wasn't a massive amount of pressure to be fair, but we'll see how we get on anyway. I think it possibly was maybe 12 of us, 13 racing total, so here we go, here I am, black car, overclockers livery. See how we get on. Got away well, was a little bit worried about the start, but yeah, definitely got away well. Car a little bit twitchy on the curbs, again, another trait of this car, not the best. I'll try and put it for me to start with, not 100% sure what went on at the back of the grid. I think there was any major accidents. Obviously giving a slipstream to second place. Not the best. You went possibly looking for a cheeky lunge there on me, but I pretty much had it covered. As I said, I knew I had the pace, so. But again, unpredictability with this car. Like the last race, it was unpredictable. I think my strongest sector was possibly the middle sector, sector 2, which this is now. Didn't really like the last sector coming in, the stadium section. As you can see, pulling a gap. Just as I was looking all the time, didn't feel the pressure. We'll be almost a second gap. I know I was pushing. That's one thing I was doing. I was trying to extend the gap as quick as I could. And then we come to lap 2. As you will see, the interesting lap. So there I go, same curb. And I absolutely collected nearly everyone. That right there pretty much done my race. Yes, as I said to the guys after the race, hands up, it was my fault entirely. I dropped it, come back, well, spinning across the circuit, as you could see, couldn't do anything about it, and I got took out again. Car was, I think I had 30% on the front, engine was 20%, it was just, yeah, wrecked. So, and again, like I said, I think if I'd not got clipped again and thrown up in the air, I could have possibly carried on. Yes, I would have been slower than I was originally with a completely untouched, healthy car, but in all honesty, I would have been, yeah, higher up. But like I said, nothing I could do about it. I just touched the curb, possibly the wrong angle, felt the car going, tried to correct it, and it was just, yeah, too late. And yeah, the car was absolute nightmare to drive now. It just, yeah, it's all my aero's gone pretty much. So I have to pit. Got no choice in the matter. Was not happy. As again, nothing I could do. Entirely my fault. I was just a little bit upset that I collected a lot more people around me, but it is what it is. So yeah, I made it back to the pits in the end. Can't remember what place we were in then. Let's have a look. Yeah, 9th out of 12, but at that stage. Again, there was another 1 or 2 drivers that had to pit as well because they got caught up in my accident, as you can see. But I was in there for a long time. Maybe a minute and 30 for repair. So I think I was 2 laps down in total by the time I got released from the pits. So it was, yeah, no chance of getting top 3. I think my main goal when I left the pits was to get into the points damage limitation, but I think what made matters obviously worse for me was the man in first place was my championship rival. He was in second place, 8 points behind me, so I think I sort of knew that it was, yeah, race ruined. I knew that I was going to lose first place in the championship, but it was then down to by how many points would I have to try and claw back in the next few races. As we still wait as the clock ticks. Yeah, maybe I was pushing too hard, I don't know. It was just, yeah. It is what it is. I look back now, yes, I was annoyed, I was angry at myself. I had the pace to win that race comfortably. But, I mean, maybe, yeah, just on the curb, just a little bit too much. The curb there is unforgiving. It does unsettle the car quite badly, but I don't think even in practice and qualifying I amounted to, yeah, losing it there. It got a little bit twitchy. It threw me out to the left side onto the grass, but yeah, never catapult me across the circuit. But here we go, we're away. A nice fixed car after that. So they this stage that was, so this is lap 3. The leader's already on lap 4. So I was, yeah, almost 2 laps down at that stage. So as I said, this was damage limitation. As you see, someone there still on the roof. I'm sure the guys in 12th, he didn't actually have the reset where you can reset the car, basically put it back on its wheels, mapped in to his wheels. So he was, yeah, screwed pretty much, left on his roof. But so yeah, goal was, I thought goal was to get 10th. I did think that, yeah, 10th was the last points paying position, but then after the race I found out it wasn't. It was actually 11th. But I said at this stage I was, yeah, had the bit between my teeth and I was trying to claw my way. I knew that there was no way. It's like 9th place was, what is he, 50 seconds in front of me. Yeah, it's like no way. Not hoping in hell's chance of catching 9th, so my goal was 10th place. We'll see what lap times we can pull. I did push it. Yeah, that lap I was fine across the curbs for some strange reason, but so my last lap was a 3 minutes 40, obviously with the pit. think my pole lap was a 1:42 dead. Did try and get into the 41s. That was my main aim, but yeah, it was close, very close to a 41.9. But so they're nearly almost 2 minutes slower, to be fair. But the thing is, with my accident, I'd collected a lot of people. A lot of people had damage, even first, second, and third. I'm sure they had damage, and it showed with their lap times. And this is why I do believe that if I'd have not been tagged again and thrown up in the air and had resulted in that amount of damage, I possibly think I could have carried on, and I would have still been on the pace of the top guys because everyone had damage. But like I says, it wasn't to be. Maybe again in hindsight, if it had happened on lap 5, lap 6, or a higher lap, the pack wouldn't have been there, and I could have possibly got away with it to a point. But again, lap 2 of all the laps for it to happen. But it is what it is. We'll see what lap time I get now. It says I was pushing. I was seeing my times. 1:42.4. So then quickest in the field. But then again, I had a non-damaged car then at that stage. Yeah, hunting down 10th. I could see him. I could see the times were coming down. So we're behind him 4 seconds. I think this is a back. Is this a back marker? No, it's not a back marker. Sorry. This was the problem as well. It wasn't back markers. It was actually people that had lapped me. So the dots on the actual mini map were red instead of blue. So I wasn't used to that either. But I had to get past them. It's as simple as that. I knew I was quicker than them, even though they'd lapped me. So, yeah, 4 seconds ish behind 10th. Again, they're all very similar times, first, second, and third. But yeah, very, very slow times. That's the thing. To be that 1:42.4 was only 4 tenths off my pole time. So I'm not sure if I get a quicker time. 43.2. That's obviously getting past the back marker. Oh well, not a back marker. Unlapping myself. Yeah, still quicker than 10th place. So I've got him down to about 3 seconds now. So as again I said, I knew I was catching him. Just a matter of getting past him, and then just getting to the end of the race, I suppose. Like I said, there was no way I was catching 9th, just too far ahead. Not a hope of catching. But yeah, ideally I could have. I was hoping that first, second, and third would have a tussle, and first would obviously drop down while I was hunting down 10th to try and minimise the damage. But as I said, I knew where he was. I was going to lose my first in the championship. All down to myself. So 2 seconds. So I was about 1 to 2 seconds a lap quicker. .43.0 to 45.2. Running out of time as well. I can't remember how many laps we did. It was a 20-minute race, so, but obviously I did less laps because I was in the pits for so long. Reeling them in, and then yeah, started to go dark, so track temperatures started to go down, made the car a little bit more twitchy, definitely. It started to get a little bit ragged, as I could see 10th place, and as I thought at that time, 1 point, points paying position. I think 10th's catching up with, I think it was 3rd place. Yeah. Again, somebody had already lapped us, so, but again, I think, yeah, he had damage as well. Wide again there. Slightly unsettled, but again, he didn't unsettle the car like it did on lap 2. Very strange. And the tyres were up to temperature by then as well. So, yeah. And to be fair, I have been over it and over it and over it, and just, yeah, it was just unfortunate, to be fair. But, so at this stage, we are 40 seconds-ish behind 9th, so again, no chance to get in 9th. This was the only position I think, yeah, I knew that I could get. Give you a better view. So yeah, I didn't want to lunge him. I know I had the pace on him, so just moving out just to show him I was there. Maybe try and see if he'd make a mistake, make it easier for me to get past. Fighting her a little bit as well. I say because of the track temperatures. We got a good run out of here. Again, I didn't want to, especially with this, yeah, the corner that I didn't like. Just thought I'd let him go until we got to the big straight. So yeah, he was a bit slow through there. So yeah, this was the moment. Yeah, got good traction out of there as well. That was it, as I thought, points paying position. So I thought. So 1 point in the bag. Again, coming up to another guy that had lapped us. I've been hounded by 11th place. Just was slow through there, I think, again, because the track temperatures were cooling down. Just one thing I don't practice. I don't practice I think it's on 25% or times 25. So it starts off in the afternoon and then goes and finishes in the evening. I don't actually practice this, so I don't practice what the track's like. So I was getting hounded now because I was getting held up by the, again, not a back marker, somebody had already passed us, so managed to dispatch of him. in the end. So that gave me a barrier. Let's see what times. See then, yeah, looking at it, ninth, they've changed positions. So at that stage then, he was only 20 seconds behind ninth. So I was like, hang on, we might have a chance here. I think there was only maybe a lap or two to go. So I think I was sort of hoping that maybe they made a mistake, or the car was damaged quite badly, or his last lap was a 2:02. So it was bit of shenanigans at the back. So if he keeps doing 2:02s, then yeah, I would have caught him up, but so we've got a gap now. But again, like I said, I saw that, and I saw it as an opportunity to try and maybe catch ninth, but then this happens again. Just touched the curb, and I just couldn't get on the track quick enough, and that was it. Back down to 11th, and as I thought then, no points. So again, I was gutted, absolutely gutted. Pushing again has caused me to make a mistake. So I think hindsight, and in future races, I need to just be comfortable, even if I'm maybe not pulling away as quick as I'd like. Just I'm not going to make any mistakes. That's the problem. I pushed the car too much to try and get away, pulled the gap. So yeah, 2 mistakes in the race then. Cost me possible first position, and it's cost me, as I thought at that stage, the last remaining points paying position. Yeah, 152 with that. But yeah, ninth was doing, don't know, 154, might have been in the 40s, so there was a chance if I'd not spanned to actually get ninth, if I could put in the low 1 minute 40s to 42s. If he's 12 seconds slower, would have been 2 laps, but again, it wasn't meant to be. So it's only 2 seconds. It possibly could be the last lap. Yeah, I think it is. I was literally pushing to see if I could get there to reclaim 10th place, but just didn't have enough time in the end. Was obviously wary about this corner again. I didn't want to lose it, drop it on it. But yeah, it just wasn't. Just ran out of time, unfortunately. As you could see, it was closing in. Did get a lovely exit on that, but just not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, that was it. 11th, qualified pole, finish 11th. My fault entirely, but it is what it is. And yeah, after that, I was, as I said, coming into this race, 8 points in the lead in the championship. I'm now, I think, 17 points behind. I'm in second, 17 points behind first. So complete roles reverse, complete turnaround. I had it comfortable-ish in the championship, and now we're not comfortable at all. But it is what it is. On to the next race. I think the next race is the Le Mans Bugatti, which I've done some testing around, and I'm on the pace again, as I always am, and this time I'm just going to have to take it a lot easier, definitely, as I can't, well, easier to a point. I can't really afford to drop points again to first place, who won this race, so I'm hoping for possible accidents or carnage or whatever that's happened to me this race to claw my way back, but we'll see anyway. But that was a replay, as I said. I'd love to get it live, but I can't, because as you can see, it was a bit choppy doing it this way, so I do need to get a capture card. But this is why I like running Project Cars 2 on PC really, because I can get it live as it happens, but it is what it is. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.